Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's Sungut here, and today I'm gonna show you a champion that can carry games really fast, and of course it's the typical Elise. She's extremely good at ending games early on. The reason as to why is because she's most definitely one of the most aggressive jungler in the early game, and I'm gonna show you how I carry my games with Elise in Challenger. The good news is that in Challenger they tend to FF like a lot faster than other elos, and therefore you get a lot quicker games. So in this video I'm gonna show you two games, the first one on blue side and the second one on red side. Do let me know in the comment section if you do enjoy this type of video where I speed up the useless part but I still show you the full gameplay from my POV. So here you saw I went from Raptors to Krugs to red. This allows me to choose whether I want to gank mid or bot because I'm ending my clear on the red buff, and you see that I'm not playing very passively. I'm really looking for early game opportunities. I have to make shit happen. I have Dark Harvest, I'm Elise, and I know what I want, which is to get early kills, to get early prios, make sure that my team gets ahead on all lanes, and you'll see that I will be focusing on the Pantheon a lot here because he's also like an early game champion, and also because Malphite is overextending like a little bit too much. I'm playing against Elise, and a lot of people that play Elise are scared of Lee Sins like in the early game, but in reality you shouldn't be. I think Elise has a lot better snowball potential than Lee Sin. I see that a fight breaks out in the bot lane, and therefore I want to recall immediately and try to make something happen. You see here I do not go for Krugs because I want to go from Raptors to Krugs to my bot side to make sure that I play for Drake here and look for an opportunity like in bot lane to make something happen. And you'll see that Thresh gets baited beautifully by my Seraphine, and we're able to get another kill here, and that's beautiful. We're already at 3 kills. I got 3 treasure hunter stacks, which allows me to snowball even harder. I see Lee Sin on top side, so of course what I do is take his camps. Of course, like, you don't necessarily want to focus on farming up on Elise, right? Like I said, you want to look for early game opportunities, you want to look to get kills, to gank a lot. But the reason as to why I am going for camps here is because I want to deny the Lee Sin, which makes me more ahead, right? Because he ganked topside, I knew that his bot side was up, and I was able to do a play here. And we'll see, I'll be roaming around bot lane here, I don't find anything to do, so I look at my Pantheon and I see that Malphite is still overextended. Lee Sin does take my blue, but that's okay, I'll be ignoring this. I know that Lee Sin is topside, so I want to be like a little bit careful here. Malphite does ult, and I just grab a kill in return. That's totally fine by me. Lee Sin does end up flashing here and get the Pantheon. So, you see like how I'm under leveled. Lee Sin is level 7, that's because he farmed more than me. But at the same time, that does not make me behind because I am extremely fed. I got my items, and Lee Sin is very behind. And I'm also way stronger than he is. You see, like, Elise 1v1 potential is absolutely enormous, especially if you're getting fed, right? My Ryze is here, I know that my Pantheon is old, so I decide to stay. I act like a little bit scared, so Ryze does get baited, and it's just the freest kill of all time. Honestly, I want to give the Pantheon the kill here because he's been having like a little bit of a rough lane here. That's okay. I will proceed to do my camps and look to either make a play or back, and I decide to back probably because I have my item. Now that I have my item, again, I want to look for plays, so I go immediately bot side. I see that Lee Sin is there. There's a huge fight breaking out. Obviously, I want to be there. I want to be every single fight possible, every single skirmish, and it's just free. I see that the Lee Sin is still standing there. He was trying to cheese the Jhin, but that's not gonna work. And now we have full prio on Drake, and we're able to get the kill on Caitlyn as well. So you see like how I'm really proactive and I'm not necessarily like reacting to plays. You want to have both, especially when you're playing Elise. You want to be proactive, but you also want to be reactive, right? What does those two terms mean? Well, very easily, right? You want to go for plays before they even happen, by looking at wave states, by looking at the champions you have, by tracking the enemy jungle, but you also want to react to plays. For example, if I were to clear the Krugs, and I know that something would probably happen to bot side, I want to react to it immediately and head to the fight. Here I just flash, kill the Malphite, freest kill of all time. I take Krugs because I want to deny the Lee Sin. I don't necessarily care about taking Krugs for myself, but it's great because it denies the Lee Sin. I also take the red because I see that Lee Sin is bot side. And now I'm extremely ahead, I'm level 10. I end up speeding this part because the Ryze just gets away with the ult, so nothing to really see here. I back immediately. No, I do not, because I see the Malphites fighting with the Pantheon. That's something you're gonna see me do a lot, by the way. Just backing, look for a play, make the play, and then back to not waste any time. And we get another kill. We're just 5k gold ahead, but of course, enemy team has no way on really knowing like how much gold enemy team has or their team has. It's not showed in the game, therefore they probably just see the 20 and 8 and they start to give up, because obviously like I'm extremely fed and I'm able to close out the game like very fast because of Elise. And it really is a tilter, right? Champions like Elise and Italy that makes your life hell are champions that make you lose the will to really continue the game. Like especially like in higher elos where there's like a higher chance of a surrender vote and a surrender vote passing to happen because they know that there's no point in wasting more time in this game. Like enemy team scales really well, but so does my team. Game number 2, I'm playing on red side this time. My team is not necessarily very strong early on. I'm looking at my Hui, I'm looking at Nessus versus K'Sante. There's probably not going to be any kill really happening strictly in a 1 versus 1 situation. And I look at bot side where they're probably going to fight a lot. So again, same thing guys, starting Raptors into Krugs, into red, and then we'll take things from there. I really like this pathing a lot because my camps spawn earlier and I get to take red, which is going to last like a longer time for me. I look at my mid, I look at my top, there's nothing really happening. I see that bot side is walking up a little bit too much, but my bot has recall, so I don't want to go for that play. So I will just full clear and skip my Gromp because I see something happening, right? I see that my Leona wants to make a play happen. Blitzcrank is mid, therefore we're gonna skip on Gromp and go for this play. You see guys, reacting and also proactive. They're doing a beautiful play here. I managed to dodge it with my Elise ability. My Leona does die though, but I have Cocoon, so it's just a free kill for me. And now I start the game with 2 kills. Again, this is gonna give me the edge to really snowball the game. Cocoon to Talia, but not really go crazy here. I don't want to underestimate Talia's damage in the early game, especially because she's level 4. I see that my Draven wants to play very aggressively here, and therefore I'm gonna follow that play. He doesn't die just yet. He also has barrier. Yasuo gets baited. It's just a free kill. I try to go for the Jhin as well, and I think we managed to get the kill on someone else, but not the Blitzcrank or Jhin. Okay, well Jhin does flash, gets a double kill. I'm just gonna help Draven push and then leave. Yeah, never mind, he gets a triple kill. Even worse. I do flash for the Jhin and get the kill and get the shutdown in return. So right now, like, I have a ridiculous amount of gold. Gets a shutdown, get 2 kills, farm 5 camps, got some minions. So at that point, like, my early game is really good. I stayed for a long time there, but it was worth it. Obviously, I don't go back to my jungle in full HP. Time is really important, especially on Elise, where you want to make early game stuff happen. And you see, like, every game, like on Elise specifically, you'll see me be under-leveled in the early game, like pre-10 against most enemy junglers. That doesn't make me weaker though. It doesn't make me weaker because I'm getting a lot of gold from kills, a lot of gold from items, and because I'm stronger, I will be able to match the enemy jungler no matter who they are. Get another kill on the Jhin. Again, it's good to focus the Jhin here because he got some kills. I'm gonna follow the Blitzcrank. I'm looking at the Yasuo that's moving towards the Blitzcrank, but I also see that my Leona and Hue are moving, so it's just freest kill of all time. And Yasuo is now in a pinch, and we're able to also get that kill, and I will happily take it. So now we already have like 6 kills straight from the bat at 6 minutes. And do remember that this is like a GM child game, so it does look like a low elo game, but it's more so that I'm playing well, I'm making good plays happen, and I'm playing around my champion's strengths. I'm just gonna take the Scuttle here and look for a recall, but then I see the Yasuo moving up. Again, reactive gameplay. Hue ultis the Yasuo. Again, just the freest kill. Thank you very much for that one. Honestly, Yasuo trolled here because I believe he wasn't level 6 yet. I might be wrong. So fighting the Hue at that stage is just troll. Again, I'm gonna look to recall, and then after the recall, I see that Nasus is pushing up like a little bit too much. He might be full HP, but the fact that my K-Sante is low HP is going to make the Nasus play more aggressively, and therefore I can look for an opportunity to go in. Minions are hard pushing into the turret. He has no minions to defend himself. I do miss the Cocoon here, but that's okay because my damage is way too high. So now you can see like the early game is terrible for enemy team. They shouldn't have died, and they died a lot, especially like because mostly all kills are on me, and because all kills are on me, that basically means that I am just able to win every single fight possible, and there's nothing they can really do about it realistically. I'm just gonna farm camps to get some gold. I see that there's a play happening here, but I do take a lot of damage from Yasuo, from Talia, and I end up dying here. So that was definitely a misplay from me. That was a good win wall from Yasuo, and yeah, sometimes you make mistakes and it happens. I do give out like a lot of gold to the enemy Yasuo though, so but I have to look out for that. But I'm not too worried because I still have a lot of gold in my pocket. I see that there's a play happening in bot side, and I kill the Yasuo and just take back my rightfully deserved gold. Again, after this, I'll just be taking Scuttle here. I'm always looking at my mini-map to see if there's a potential play that I can make here. And I do see the Yasuo coming back in lane, so I just decide to go for that play. I want to go for grubs here. Talia goes in, and that was a beautiful cocoon for me. Again, freest kill of all time. It's really obnoxious to play against an Elise specifically because if she gets fed, you are safe nowhere. You're not safe under your tower. The skirmishers, you're much more likely to lose them. You have a lot of damage, a lot of peeling for yourself. You can't really over push because the Elise will be here. You can't really gank. It's really obnoxious, especially like if you're a good Elise and you have good map awareness. Like you will just be tearing through the early game. I really do like this champion for that specific reason. We take the Drake, go over the wall. And I missed my cocoon here. I'm very surprised that I actually missed. I don't decide to overpush for the Jhin because he didn't use his W, so I could probably die here. But yeah, like Blitzcrank lost all his will to even play that game. We're up 10k gold. At that point, there's no real chance that they're gonna win this game, let's be honest. Like, we do scale fairly decently. I have a really good early game. Talia is not necessarily super fed. No one in their team really has the potential to carry this game, and therefore it's just gonna be a free W. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this style of video, guys. I personally wanted to try new things. I know a lot of you guys asked me to release full gameplay, but it was like way too long, right? So I just wanted to speed up like all the useless parts and make sure that you get the full experience of my game and see my pathing, my decision making, and also on speed up whenever there's like a play happening. And yeah, next season I will be playing on the Korean server, so look out for that. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. See you guys.
放在那片山坡上，好久不见阿福，你是否别来无恙？还是那副面孔啊，慈祥的模样。你说我现在做的东西是不是叫说唱？把那牛和羊群放在那片山坡上，好久不见阿福，你是否别来无恙？还是那副面孔啊，慈祥的模样。你说我现在做的东西。